Yo, what's happening, people? It's your boy E1 here, back again, back with another video, you know what I'm saying? And I know how much y'all love my film reviews, you know what I'm saying? Y'all been raving about them, saying, Ethan, when are you going to do some more film reviews? Well, your boy's back, and I'm going to be reviewing Sinners, directed by Ryan Coogler. By the way, spoilers alert, so if you have not watched this movie, swipe off or scroll off now, whatever, like I say, because I'm about to reveal a couple things to y'all. So essentially, the film starts with two twins, both played obviously by Michael B. Jordan, coming back to their hometown from Chicago after doing all their dealings. And the film kind of highlights these dealings may potentially be dodgy. But yeah, these are two guys that a lot of people are scared of. They're quite known throughout the town. But yeah, they come back to their hometown, and obviously they want to make a big entrance, you know what I mean? So they think about hosting a little party, right? But little did they know about what this party could entail and what things are going to happen in this night. And obviously you're introduced to some other characters along the way. You're introduced to Sammy, who's like their little cousin. His dad is a priest or a pastor at church, and obviously Sammy, he's a really good singer. You're also introduced to Mary, the white woman. So obviously Stack, one of the twin brothers, he's with the white woman Mary. It alludes to them having an actual like past before obviously Stack went to Chicago and did his thing. Then obviously the other one, Smoke, he's with some like voodoo woman. She's into all sorts. She believes in vampires, ghosts and all sorts. But obviously Smoke and a lot of these other people at this point, they don't really believe in that. Or until what happens later in the night. So essentially the party starts, but little did they know that they were not alone in this world. Obviously, you've got these three white people that turn up at their doorstep, and they're thinking, who are these random white people coming in? These could be the KKK for all they know. They don't know. By the way, this is set in like Southern America back in the 1930s, bro, when obviously racism was very prominent towards black people. Like I said, even in the film, it even shows there was people at the cornfields, people doing cotton picking, like obviously Cornbread or whatever his name was. So yeah, racism is very prominent. And obviously these three mysterious characters, they want to be let in, right? Now, why do they need an invitation in though? Why can't they just barge in? Now, the reason being is because these people are actually vampires, right? And these vampires, one by one, start turning people into vampires. They start terrorizing everyone in this little building, and it just creates a masterpiece. Now, what did I like about this movie? I liked how they built up each character. They kind of gave you an insight into each character, their background, what happened. So they make you kind of fall in love with each character individually. You know what I mean? You got Delta Slim, the drunkard. You got Sammy, who's the son of the church, the pastor. You've got so many characters in there. You got Rimick, who's the head vampire. And it kind of delves into each of them. It takes time into developing each character. So it's not just like this person's changed or this person's died. It takes its time, it takes its toll. I like how they highlight a lot of big and relevant topics like the KKK, like racism, because these topics are very important. Even today, in this day and age, they are very important topics which need to be highlighted into society because a lot of people don't know about a lot of these things. Now, what did I dislike about the movie? To be honest, I feel like there should have been more violence, more fight scenes. I do feel like the vampires, there wasn't in it for too long. I did want more vampire concept into the movie than and less dialogue. I think there was quite a lot of dialogue in the movie. I possibly feel like there could have potentially been more horror element. I don't think any of it was scary. It was more like some action thriller, in my opinion, than the horror genre, because there wasn't too many dark scenes. Like, I think a lot of it was predictable as well. We knew what would happen at each time. And this brings me on to another thing, which it's not about the movie, but I think the way that they promoted this movie wasn't too good. And I'll tell you the reason why it wasn't too good. They showed too much in the trailers, right? Most things that happened in the movie was already shown in the trailer beforehand. So no one watched the movie and then was surprised after what happened. So I feel like the trailers didn't do the movie justice. This movie didn't even need too much marketing, right? All you had to show was the scene where maybe the vampires were trying to come in and they just needed an invitation in. That's probably the only little trailer you even needed to show. They didn't even need to show too much. It would have sold. But I feel like they already showed Mary. They already showed Mary turning into a vampire. They showed that cornbread guy turning into a vampire. They showed too much, man. Honestly, though, it was a really good movie overall. I'm going to rate it an 8 out of 10, to be honest. It's better than anything else that's come out this year. I did a movie review of Captain America Brave New World. It's better than that, I'll be honest. It's proper good action thriller. I like how it highlights different topics. And a lot of y'all, you're going to have to watch it because it's a quality film. It's not just a traditional vampire movie. That's what I liked about it. It had different elements in it, which was outstanding. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I would have loved to see more of those Native Americans in it. They only showed up at the start after Remick got into that house. But I just would have liked to see more of them, you know what I mean? It's interesting, the Native Americans, like, why not? And this film, it mainly shows that music is very powerful, okay? Music can attract evil, but it can also in some ways attract goodness. So yeah, music, and it talks just a lot about music, all right? The whole concept is music, especially blues. Because the thing is, like, black people are known to create music, you know what I mean? Whether it be reggae, rap, dancehall, anything there. Black people are the ones that to be fair, any genre of music I think of, it originated from black people, right? But obviously white people have tried to manipulate and kind of twist and take that for their own. So essentially this film just highlights all of that and how powerful music actually is, because it shows how the Remick wanted Sammy. He just liked Sammy because apparently with the music that Sammy plays, it can bring spirits back or something along those lines. But yeah, that's my review of Sinners, okay guys? Let me know your thoughts in the comments and how you found the movie, if you enjoyed it, if you disliked it, let me know why. I want to know, maybe we can have a little debate in the comments, because not gonna lie, it's a very powerful movie, and it's a movie that creates debates, it's a movie that creates questions, but it's a movie that also created entertainment, some fun scenes, horror element. It did everything. So let me know in the comments, people, what you think of the movie. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, you know what I mean, do up, get me to 1k subs ASAP, you know what I mean? We can do it, guys, we can hit that. But yeah, man, peace out.